I all hope you are doing well, and the fourth day of the Karnataka High Court hijab hearing concludes, and the matter is again listed for tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. again before the three-judge bench led by the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court. And today the senior advocate Ravi Verma Kumar argued for one of the petitioners and concludes his submission, and he asked some particular and pertinent questions regarding this, like with the first and foremost being that bangles, crucifix, turban allowed inside the classroom. Why only pick on a Muslim girls? And he also mentioned about everything that said while religious symbols of other religions are not banned, only Muslim girls have been singled out. If there are 100 symbols, why is the government picking on only hijab? Bangles are worn, ghungats are worn, then why only hijab? Why these poor Muslim girls have to suffer due to that particular government order? Mr. Kumar argued on this, and after that, Mr. I would And on the same footing, the Chief Justice of the Karnataka High Court asked that you are saying Article 15 prohibits discrimination on the basis of religion, but this saying wearing of the headdress of all religion is banned. He is talking about the government order, and on this, the senior advocate, Mr. Professor Kumar, replied that hijab is worn by Muslims, ghungats are permitted, bangles are permitted. He referred various judgments where, like in one of the cases, that it declared the communal electorates as void, and he also said that school are not the place for these things, and that his third submission is actually on this, that his submission is that the goal of education is to promote plurality, not to promote uniformity or homogeneity, but heterogeneity. Classroom should be a place for recognition and a reflection of diversity in society rather than this plain and pluralistic discrimination happening to the Muslim girls. He then referred some judgments like Nalsa judgments, Navtej Singh Johar, where the court struck down 377 IPC, and he also referred Rosamma A versus the University of Calicut, where the heterogeneity should be maintained part is being highlighted time and again. And after Kumar after senior advocate Kumar concludes his argument, senior advocate Yusuf Muchalla begins his submissions, appearing from Bombay for one of the petitioners. He begins by saying that the government suffers from manifest arbitrariness. He will refer various judgments like Shaira Bano, the Triple Talaq case, and demonstrate how this government order preventing girls from wearing headscarves is manifestly arbitrary. And he also said that the advocates appeared earlier, like Mr. Hegel and Mr. Kamar, did not cover the aspects which he was going to mention. And on the same part, he said that they are not only putting one apron over, they are only putting one apron over their head. When we say uniform, we cannot strictly confine to dress code. What was the practice adopted at school has to be seen. It has to be changed without notice. He said that notice has not been given to the school, to the students, to the parents, and neither the parents teacher association were consulted before this. And he also talked about the inability of the MLA committee which decides this, which was the college development committee and all. He also mentioned that tearing hurry is that some student is opposing the girls which are also their fellow students, and the court should intervene and come up with the solution, that when the right is claimed under Article 21.5.1 and 19.1a, what matters is the entertainment of consciousness belief by individual. When right is claimed as a matter of conscience, it is necessary to delve into the question whether it is an integral part of the religion. And after few minutes, he also concludes its submission. And at the end, the Chief Justice of the Karnataka High Court clearly mentioned that he was left with two writ petitions and two PIL separately on this matter, and also few intervening application and interjectory application. He said he will not entertain those applications and he will only hear the petitions and the petitions on this behalf, and the matter is again listed for tomorrow at 2:30 p.m., where he will heard the other senior counsels appearing for petitioners. Thank you and stay tuned.